Before I do so, I'm going to come right up to this little dot and pull my screen over so that I can see all of the information in step number 4. So here are all of the options that you're going to be asked to choose from. They do correspond with the products that you've chosen so far, so they will change dependent on what product and what catalog you were in. So these options are for 16 by 20 printed on Berita. And the first thing that I'm going to be asked to do is choose from mounting preferences. You can choose either to have your print sent to you totally, as is, straight out of the printer, or we can mount it for you. We do have 3 mounting options for fine art paper prints. The first is a white Eco board, the second is a black Gator board, and the third is a double weight matte board. You can find specifications on each one of those products on the Simply Color Lab website, and their prices are listed here for your reference. I'm going to choose the white Eco board. And then the only other option for me to choose from is the color correction and retouching options. The first of which is to ask the printing team to tweak the color if necessary at no extra cost. The second is asking the printing team not to touch the color at all, denoting that you've used the ICC color profile for this paper. The third is to ask them to print it in black and white. And the fourth is asking them to do additional Photoshop work for a charge of $15 per 15 minutes. If you do select this option, you'll see that there's a box just to its right where you can enter the specifics on what you'd like to have done. I'm going to ask the printing team just to tweak the color if necessary at no extra cost. And that does complete all of the selections that I have to make in step number 4. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add this image to my order. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with all of the decisions that I've made on how to have it printed out. So I'm going to click Add to Order. You'll see that it denotes there for just a moment that it is added to your order. As well, by coming back up into step number 2, you'll see that a blue outline appears around that image. That simply denotes that that image is now available in your checkout, which is where we're going now. So we're going to come down to checkout, which is at that bottom center of your screen, and you'll see that your image appears in the top left portion of the screen. This is how it will print when it is sent to you. And here you can see that it is a 16 by 20 printed on Berita, and that we've chosen the white Eco board and asked the print team to tweak the color if necessary. So all of your options in step number 4 will appear for you right there. As well, you can see the quantity of prints and the total for this product. By coming into the center portion of your screen, there is a section for you to enter discounts if you have a discount code, so click on that box and simply enter your discount code here. Also, we are happy to rush your order. We can do it at a 2-day turnaround at 100% cost of your image. And we offer drop shipping. If you choose to have your product drop shipped, we do ensure that there will be new Simply Color Lab logo or invoice information included with that. Coming down to the bottom center of the screen, there is a tab titled Instructions. By clicking on that, a box will appear where you can type in any special instructions that you'd like to have accompany your print. Now, examples of what you could type in here: if you were having extra Photoshop work done and needed a little more room to be specific with the printing team, you would simply go ahead and type those instructions here. Click Add, and they will be added to your order. Coming down to Complete Order, you will be asked to fill out all of your billing and shipping information. Just open this box all the way so you can see it. So fill out all of your billing and shipping information, and if you'd like to save this information in your ROES system for future orders, you can do so by clicking on this box. Therefore, when you do hit complete order, all of this will appear to you, filled out the way that you filled it out in the first place. So if you were completed with this order, what you would do is simply click Next, which would start sending your order over our server at Simply Color Lab. We do ask that you don't close out of your ROES system until the confirmation box appears, just noting that we have received your order, and you will receive a confirmation email the next business day that will have all of the invoice information for you. So I'm not going to complete this order. I am going to click Cancel. And at this time, what I'm going to do is start another order that is a little more complicated and has a few more options. Now I am going to be switching product catalogs, so I'm going to clear the order that I have made already. But what you would do in this instance is simply complete your order as we just saw, and then reopen your ROES system so that you could start with a new catalog. So I am just going to go ahead and clear my order and reopen the Simply Color ROES system. So that will take just a few minutes like it did before. And catalog is downloading. And once again, we will be greeted by that message of the day, or the tip of the day. We'd click OK. And now if this were our second order and we had received that invoice information, we would come down now and change this account number from new user to the account number that has been given us by Simply Color Lab. So now I'm going to place an order for a framed photo and fine art print. I'm going to click on that catalog, and it will take just a few minutes to load into your system. And you'll see that as it does, all of the options in step number 1 as well as in step number 3 do change for you. So there are two thumbnails right at the very top of step number 1. One that's just illustrating all of the frames available in the Eco line and all of the frames available in the Wood line. I do suggest that you take a look at the website prior to placing this order and just jot down the name of the frame that you're interested in ordering. So like we saw before, all of our standard sizes are listed for you here. We offer over 5,000 custom sizes and cannot list them all. And the framed print that I'd like to order today falls in that category. So what I'm going to do is click on the custom sized framed print. And as I do, a template's going to appear in step number 3 that has all of the instructions for how to order a custom print. I do suggest that you read that over just to familiarize yourself with the process prior to getting started. Now you'll notice that there is no price next to the custom size framed print option, like you do see all of the prices for the standard sizes. So what I'd like to do is just have in my mind an idea of what this will cost prior to placing the order. So what I'm going to do is come back to the Simply Color Lab homepage, and I'm coming over to the tab called How Much, coming down to Total Custom Framing. Once I'm on the Total Custom Framing page, I'm going to scroll down just a little ways and click here to view Total Custom Framing prices. It's going to ask me to be logged in. And once I am, I'm going to find the Total Custom Framing Prices tab again, where I'm going to be taken to a interactive price calculator. So what I'm going to do is just type in the dimensions of the frame, or of the print rather, that I'd like to have printed. As well, I'm going to be asked to choose from a mat size. Now I would like a mat to accompany this print, although if you didn't want one, you would just click on this tab that's empty. But I would like a 4-inch mat around this image, and I only want it in a quantity of 1. And you can see that as you type in all of that information, the price will calculate itself for you. So now there's a reference available for the pricing that I can expect to see on my invoice. So I'm going to minimize that and come back into the ROES system. Now that I have an idea of what it's going to cost, I'm going to come into step number 2. I'm going to use this image once again and just drag and drop it into step number 3. Now you can see that the template does stay on top of your image in step number 3, although I assure you that it will not print that way. You will only see your image in your print. And once again, if I wanted to rotate the layout, I could do so, or rotate the image, I could do so. Also, if I wanted to zoom in or out, which I do want to just zoom that all the way back out. And if you wanted to change the quantity that you would receive of this framed print, you could do so here. So now I'm going to come into step number 4, and once again I'm going to come up to this little dot and move everything over so that I can see what's going on in step number 4.